Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about another lesson in advanced algebra, which is modeling exponential and logarithmic functions. So why do we want to model and solve exponential and logarithmic equations? So let's say we have a job assisting an archaeologist who has just discovered a fossil that appears to be an animal bone, such as this one in this picture. So she assigns you the task of determining how old the bone is. Where will we start? So fortunately, we know that living things contain a radioactive form of carbon called carbon-14, and like all radioactive elements, this carbon-14 decays at a predictable rate known as its half-life. Okay, so the half-life of this element is the amount of time required for half of a sample to decay. So for example, for carbon-14, the half-life is this 5,730 years. So let's say meron tayong 100 grams of the sample, and after 22,920 years, okay, so this amount of sample will remain. Okay, so what is half-life here? So ibig sabihin ng 5,730 years, so that is how long will our 100 grams of initial amount to decay to 50 grams or half of its amount. Okay, so given a couple of data points, we can build a model that represents this decay of carbon over time for our specimen. So yan yung gagawin natin all throughout this lesson, wherein we are going to apply different exponential and logarithmic equations to model real life problems. Okay, so we are going to model human population growth. We can also even model the decay of our atoms and even predict the intensity of our earthquakes. So topics to be covered in this video lesson will be exponential growth, exponential decay, interest, and logarithmic scales. So let's start with the first topic, which is exponential growth. Let's say we have a single bacterium in a petri dish as shown in the figure. Okay? And this bacterium divides every hour. So ibig sabihin, after 1 hour, dalawa na yung nasa petri dish. After another hour, naging 4. And so on and so forth. Okay? So sabi dito, we can model the population of the bacteria using this exponential function. So nagtataka siguro kayo, how did we arrive at this exponential function? Okay? So meron tayong tinatawag na exponential growth of doubling time. Okay? So this means that the population doubles every after some time interval. Okay? Kaya nga sinabing doubling time is because this is the time it takes for a population to double in size. So kung meron tayong real life scenario that involves doubling time, then we can use this function. Okay? N of t is equal to n naught times 2 raised to t all over a. So n naught here is the initial size of your population. The variable a is the doubling time, and the time is represented by variable t. Okay? So let's try to apply this doubling time exponential equation or function. So let's say meron tayong initial size of 1, okay? And it doubles every hour. So ibig sabihin, our doubling time, which is the variable a, is equal to 1. Okay? Because it doubles every hour. So a here is equal to 1. Okay? So, plugging in the variables dito sa ating general formula. Okay? So, we arrive at this function. So, n of t is equal to n naught, which is equal to 1. Okay? So, that is our initial size. Times 2 raised to t over a. Pero si a natin is equal to 1. So, kaya yung exponent natin is just t. Okay? So, another example, what if ang initial size natin ay 10? So, n naught here is equal to 10. Okay? And our population doubles every r. Okay? So, since this is our description, our a is also equal to 1. Okay? So, the function that we are going to use to model our population size will be n of t is equal to 10. Okay, so that is the value of our n naught times 2 raised to t over a. But again, a equals 1. So, ang magiging itsura lang natin dito ay 2 raised to t. Okay? And last example. So, if your initial size is still 10, but our population now doubles every other 3 hours. Okay? So, mag-iiba yung value ng a natin. So, a here is equal to 3. So, this gives us a function of n of t equals 10 times 2 raised to t over 3. Okay? So, example. When subjected to optimal conditions, a certain bacteria population doubles every 3 hours. Okay? So, this is our description. The initial number of bacteria is 1,000. Okay? So, find a function that will represent this exponential growth of doubling time. So, again, n naught, meron tayong value which is 1,000. Okay? The description doubles every 3 hours, therefore a equals 3. Okay? So, ano ulit yung general formula natin? N of t is equal to n naught times 2 raised to t over a. So, plugging in our variables, we have n of t is equal to n naught, which is 1,000 times 2 raised to t over a na equal to 3. Okay, so this is our general model. Okay, so referring to the same problem, what if we want to find the population of bacteria at these times? Okay, so at time equals 0, at time equals 3, 6, 9, and 12. So easily we can use this equation. Okay, so papalitan lang natin yung value ni t for every equation. So for example, if we want to find the number of population at time t equals 0, so dito sa ating equation, papalitan lang natin yung t ng 0. Okay, so giving us the value of 1,000. Okay, so for example, dito sa time equals 12 hours, so paano siya naging 1,000 or 16,000? Okay, so that is n of 12 equals 1,000 times 2 raised to 12 over 3. So 12 over 3, that is 4. Okay, so 2 raised to 4 times 1,000. So giving us 16,000. Okay? So that is how you use your exponential function or model. Next, what if the time is missing or unknown? So in item number 2, we are determining the time when the bacteria will reach a population of 100,000. Okay, so find the value of t. So given our working function, which is this one, so i-equate natin siya sa 100,000. Okay? So ano yung meron tayo dito? So we have here an exponential equation wherein our missing variable is the variable t. So I hope naalala nyo pa yung previous lessons natin on how to solve exponential equation. So, ang ginawa natin dito is first we divide both sides by 1,000. Okay, para matanggal ito. So, 100,000 divided by 1,000, that's 100. Okay, so we arrive at this second line. Then, to solve for t, since different base, okay, meron tayong 2 and 100 as our base, and we cannot write 100 as base 2. Okay, so we take the log of both sides. So, kapag ginawa natin yon, this is log of 2 raised to t over 3 equals log of 100. By power rule, pwede nating i-transfer si t over 3 dito sa unahan, giving us the third line. Okay? So, t over 3 times log 2 equals log 100. Now, dividing both sides by log 2, okay, and then performing cross multiplication, so t can be computed as approximately 19.93 hours. So this is the time it takes for the bacteria to reach a population of 100,000. Okay, so question, what if instead of having a doubling population, okay, what if the population triples or increases by a certain percentage, not necessarily equal to the doubling time? Okay, so paano natin i-model yung mga scenario na yon? So we have a general formula to represent exponential growth, which is this one. Okay, so n of t is equal to n naught times beta. Okay, so we have here a variable beta. So yung beta, yun yung tinatawag nating growth factor. Okay, then beta is raised to t. T is still the time, all over variable a. So a now is yung tinatawag nating growth period. So same as our last scenario sa doubling time. Okay, so kung ano yung a sa doubling time scenario, ganun din yung a dito sa ating general formula. So ang bago dito is yung growth factor, which is beta, and according to this, so beta is defined as 1 plus r, okay, wherein r is your growth rate. So in the case of doubling time, okay, so bakit naging, so isulat ko ulit so yung formula natin for doubling time is n of t is equal to n naught times 2 raised to t over a. So ibig sabihin yung beta dito sa doubling time is equal to 2. So bakit 2 ang beta or growth factor ng doubling time is because the population increases by 100% every growth period a. So, ibig sabihin, r equals 1. Therefore, kapag kinompute natin yung beta equals 1 plus r, so 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay? So, let's have an example para mas malinaw. Suppose that in a colony of ants, the population grows by 4.2% per 2 months. Okay? And initially, there are 2,000 ants in the colony. So, we are going to get a model which represents this scenario. So, recall, meron tayong initial size which is 2,000. So, this is our n naught. Okay? The description states that the population grows by 4.2% per 2 months. So, ibig sabihin ng 4.2%, that is your R. Okay? So, R is 4.2% or in decimal, that is 0.042. Therefore, kapag meron ng R, I can compute for beta. So, that is just 1 plus R. So, that is 1.042. And for our growth period A, so A here is equal to 2. Bakit 2? Kasi meron tayo ditong per 2 months. Okay, so A equals 2. Now, if we write our general function, so again, our general function is n of t is equal to n naught times beta raised to t over a. So, nasolve na natin si n naught, alam natin, which is 2,000. Nasolve na rin natin si beta, and alam na rin natin si a. So, plugging all those variables in our general formula, we get our exponential function. So, continuation. So, let us use our model or exponential function to determine the population of ants after 1 year. So, ang gusto natin, find n when t equals 1 year. Okay? So, bakit dito sa ating slides ang sinulat ay t equals 12? Wherein ang gusto natin is t equals 1 year. So, bakit kaya? So, recall, yung ginamit natin dito sa growth period, which is equal to 2, this is in terms of months. Okay? So, remember, in our function, we need to be consistent in the units. So, ibig sabihin, if months ang ginamit natin sa model, when we solve for the value of n, dapat yung value ni t should be in terms of months also. Okay? So, I can say that 1 year is equal to 12 months. Okay? Therefore, I will use t equals 12. So, plugging in t equals 12 dito sa ating formula or model. Okay? So, we can estimate the population to be around this value, 2,560. Okay? So, another case, if we want to model a population that continuously grows, so parang human population, no? So, hindi naman nag-i-stop yung paglobo ng ating population. So, it continuously grows. So, if that's the case, meron tayong tinatawag na relative growth rate model, which is represented by this exponential function. Okay? So, our base now here is e raised to the power of r times t, wherein r is yung relative growth rate. Okay? So, punta tayo sa example. Let's say, in a culture of bacterium, the initial count is 500. Okay? The sample count is later made by a biologist, and it was found out that the relative growth rate is 40%. So, ibig sabihin, R is 40%, or in decimal, this is 0.4. And it is per R. Okay? Per R siya. So, find a function that models the number of bacteria after t hours. Okay? So, yung ating general formula again is n of t is equal to n naught times e raised to rt. Okay? So, papalitan lang natin yung r dito ng 0.4. And that will be our model. Next, continuation. So, given our model, let us estimate the bacteria count after 10 hours. So, ibig sabihin, find n when t equals 10 hours. Okay, so substitute lang natin yung t dito ng 10, then we could get this value using our calculator. So, 27,300. Okay? So, follow-up question again. So, this time, the time is missing. Hinahanap natin yung time when the bacteria reaches 80,000. Okay? So, let us just rewrite our model here. So, ang model ulit natin is n of t is equal to n naught, which is 500. So, 500 times e raised to 0.4 tt. Okay? So, equate natin ito sa 80,000. So, we are going to solve for t. But notice ano yung meron tayo dito. So meron tayong exponential equation. Okay? So solving this exponential equation, we could get t to be around 12.68 hours. Okay, so in summary, so meron tayong 3 general formulas that we can use. Okay? So if the scenario that we are going to model is a doubling time, so ibig sabihin the population doubles every certain period of r, then what we can use is this function. Okay? However, if hindi naman specifically stated that the population doubles, so pwedeng triple, quadruple, or even a certain growth factor, then ang dapat nating gamitin na formula is this one. Okay? And for population that continuously grows, so ito yung gagamitin nating formula.